All right, let's continue to read our story. And this time while I'm reading, I want you to think of any facts, questions, or responses you have to what we're reading. The next part is called built-in snowshoes. Polar bears' broad paws, which are about 12 inches wide, the whole foot, help them walk on the ice and packed snow. The paws work the way snowshoes would by spreading out the polar bear's great weight. Females can weigh around 600 pounds, and males can weigh up to 1,600 pounds. That's more than 9 adult people put together. The soles of the polar bear's feet are covered with soft, small bumps and long hairs to create friction. Oh, we learned about that earlier, huh? Slow things down and make it easier to walk on slippery patches of ice. That's so interesting. I learned some facts from here, and I'm going to write down a few. I did not know that polar bears' feet are covered with soft, small bumps and long hairs to create friction. I'm going to write polar bears under my facts part of my paper. Polar bears have long hairs and small bumps on the bottom of their feet to help them from sliding, to help them not slide. Okay. Now, what questions might I have with this? What questions do I have? I wonder if other bears have bumps and fur on their paws to help them walk, because they don't live in icy areas, they live in the forest. So, do other bears have this too? And you heard me, I made a response as I was reading. We learned about friction this year, and we learned that friction slows down motion. It reminded me of the tug of war when we wanted to get rid of friction so that it would help people slide more. How interesting that reminds me of tug of war video. Great. I'm going to keep reading, and this time, if you hear any facts, questions, or responses, keep them in your brain so you can write them down after the video. Swim gear. Polar bears are such super swimmers that the scientific name is Ursus marmatus, or sea bear. They spend a lot of time in water searching for food or swimming from place to place. Those large paws act like paddles in the water. A slick fur and short tail and ears also make their bodies well suited for swimming. Their nostrils close up underwater, and a thin, clear layer of tissue over their eyes acts like goggles. It lets the polar bears keep their eyes open underwater. Polar bears can swim more than 6 miles an hour for 10 hours straight. That's so cool! Wow, there are a lot of facts in there, and it makes me think of some more questions. So, I want you to write down any facts you learned or questions you may have. Keep up the good hard work.